Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show with Mike and T. Hello, T.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Oh, much better.
Yeah, you were looking rough yesterday.
I was. Yesterday was a bad day.
Yeah. From the moment you walked in the door, it was like, ooh, just avoid the gorilla today.
Yeah,
He
that's
didn't
fair.
look good.
No. Yeah, the
Lot of
toothache,
pain.
dude. There's just something about the toothache that's just because it's in your skull.
It's the worst.
Like I would have ate a bullet yesterday.
Yeah.
Just
so
just
been
to
there.
make it stop.
So been there.
So
I mean, I've been in the chair with tears streaming down my face 12 hours straight, like nonstop.
Yep.
And when I finally went, I'm going to piss my pants. I have to get up out of this fucking chair. Mm-hmm. She was like, okay, that's cool. Don't look in the mirror. I was like, I don't even want to know what's going on in here right now, but
we're not finished.
It's the worst, man. I feel for you. That pain is next level because everything you do, I don't care if it's a sip of water.
Just a breath, just breathing air going by it, all of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do for it. There's
No.
nothing. Just miserable.
No, and dude, believe me, back in the day, I was on a mountain of painkillers and stuff. Fuck that. It just cuts right through it like a knife. I've taken
more Motrin and Advil, whatever, in the last 4 days than I've probably taken in the last 4 years.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that too. You could fucking OD the shit out of that stuff. Aspirin. I mean, Tylenol kill you.
Yeah.
You take more than the doses. Like, there's thousands of people that die every year from ODing on Tylenol. You wouldn't even think.
Never thought it. But
no. Yeah. You do not fuck around with that. Yeah.
Crushing it up and snorting it? What are we doing here?
No. It's not reported widely, but it is one of those things.
Go figure.
Yeah, right. Where you can take more than and I don't know if it's wildly over because I don't think most people are taking handfuls of Tylenol. I mean, it's not like it's going to give you a buzz, but you got to be really careful. You can really die from that.
I usually go like with Motrin, whatever, ibuprofen. Mm-hmm. I usually go somewhere between 800 and 1,200 milligrams.
Yeah, and I think, what can you do a day? 2,400 or something like that?
I blew that because to get through work, that was about an every 2 to 3 hour dose.
Yeah. It's probably we've probably laid a decent base with all of our drug use over the years that our systems are like, all right, we're going heavy today. All right, we've been here before.
What is it? Ibuprofen?
Ibuprofen.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, we're putting it on tea tonight. No problem.
Yeah. I feel like if Tylenol is what takes me down,
that would be hilarious. That would be comical.
Yes, it would.
It really would. Like honestly, if
Tylenol is what takes me down, I want a list of everything I've done on my headstone.
Didn't take him down.
Right? Check.
Took him down.
Tylenol, scratching.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, boy. Yep, we got crosses on his eyeballs now from Tylenol. I'd feel fucking guilty even saying that to people. Like, what happened to T? Did he be like, nah, he killed himself?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to go
Heart attack?
out being like,
no, he OD'd.
Yeah.
Oh, fentanyl? Tylenol.
Tylenol.
The other all.
The other all took him down.
We're all talking about this fentanyl epidemic, but let's not sleep on Tylenol.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. You sound better. You look better.
Yeah.
But that's a rough one. So you got more work to be done.
Still.
So what did they do?
I had a crown that came off, but now it's totally blown out. It's an old root canal that's fucked up, and which I thought should have been dead, but it's not.
So
not dead.
Yeah.
Oral surgery is the next move, which I thought I was going to have to just eat shit because I couldn't get in anywhere before next Monday.
Yeah.
And luckily I got a call today that they had a cancellation. And I get in there tomorrow. So we'll find out more tomorrow.
Well, the good thing with anything dental related is it's very inexpensive.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's very, very cheap. So
even with my top-notch dental insurance.
Oh, yeah. You know, that dental insurance will cover like a cleaning a year.
Yep, that's going to cover about 10% of it probably.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I had dental insurance is like fucking pennies a month.
Yeah.
It's nothing because it covers nothing.
Right.
It doesn't give you shit. It's pointless. Mm-hmm. And the teeth are so important and they're just so goddamn expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive.
I realized I went back to the dentist that I'd gone to one person for years because my ex worked at a dental office. And,
there you go.
Nice guy. I really liked him. But then I had a falling out. Well, so we never paid for shit. Like, because we had insurance.
Yeah.
She worked there. They just took whatever the insurance got, and we never paid anything out above and beyond. And I understand once we got divorced and she stopped working there and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, that goes away. I understand.
Yep.
I have no problem with that.
You get the game.
But I had one of those deals where I went, had some work done, and this was pretty major. Like, this was my first, like, crown. I got, it was, you know, I don't know, like $1,500 out of pocket, right? We had set planned for it. It was all set up. They had quoted me, all that. I literally had it and was like, paid for it that day. Did it, got my thing, paid you. Here, you gave me my bill. I paid you. I walked out of there. And then like 6 months later, I get a bill for like another $500. And I'm like, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, that wasn't, I'm like, you told me what I owed you. I paid you what I owed you that day. I didn't even go on a payment plan. Like, I just dropped $1,500 on you.
Yeah. Why are we circling back to this now?
And then now I get back into something like this. They're like, well, yeah, you know, it's not an exact science. You know, we
what is that about?
I don't know.
What other business
we
can you
submit
do
it to
that
the
in?
insurance company, and you know, they don't always approve everything. And I'm like, well, that sounds like a you fucking problem, because you told me it was going to cost this
X,
and I agreed to X. I paid you X, and now you can fuck off.
How would this work if the same exact thing happened and they came back a month later and cut you a check for $500?
Yeah, right.
Would they ever do that?
Of course not.
Hey, insurance covered more than we thought.
Yeah, here you go. Here's a little rebate for you.
Bullshit.
Never works that way,
It's
right?
never happened.
And it's the one thing, like, you know, if this was just somebody out of the blue, like I know everybody there. We've gone there forever. My ex had worked there for 10 years. You know, I've done work in his office for him. You know, like, it's not like I'm just nobody.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
And I'm like, okay. And it was some new chick that called me with like the bill or something, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, let me talk to Terry. Terry gets the phone. I go, Terry, what is this? She's like, well, you know, da-da-da. And I go, Terry.
No.
Just, you know that you're going to eat shit on this, right? She's like, well, listen. I'm like, no, you listen.
Yeah.
We're done here.
Yeah.
You got all the money that you're going to get.
Yeah.
And so then I didn't pay. So, I mean, I said, I'm not paying you on fucking principal alone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
You know, you're just fucking with me. So then I did some following up on it, and they were like, oh, yeah, well, if it comes out like that, it's because they fucked up and they didn't write it up properly.
Yeah.
All the codes and the
not
stuff
your
that they
fault.
have to do right. It's not anything I fucking did.
Yeah. I mean, they're throwing a Hail Mary. They're hoping you'll just go, whatever.
They fucked up. They got to eat shit, and they're hoping that I'll pay for it. Like,
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
No.
Sorry.
No.
So I just never went back there, right? I didn't pay him. Said, okay. I said, if this is what it's going to be, it's fine. I go, I'm not paying you, but I'm never coming back to you. You know? And so I won't say his name because he's fine. He had nothing to do with any of this. And if I would have talked to him, he probably been like, fucking
ignore it.
You know?
Yeah.
But then so I went to another dentist, this guy, which is Perry's buddy.
Oh, that you're at now?
Yeah, that I went to. Yeah. So, but I went there on an emergency a few years ago when I had like a broken tooth or some crazy shit. And I had to go in and get a root canal and a crown and everything right there. And so, but I went in there one time and that was it. And I hadn't been back since. I hadn't even gone for a cleaning in like 2 years. I'm a total dick.
Yeah, me either.
So so I called to get back in there. But then I realized after the fact, they did the exact same thing to me. And that was why I stopped going back, because they pulled the exact same thing where, okay, here it's going to be this. And this was all in-house. Like, they do their crowns. Like, I got a root canal and a crown the same day in the same sitting.
Wow.
Which is unheard of. Some places do it, but that was the first time I'd ever seen it.
Yeah.
You sit down, they do all the shit, and they're making your crown in the back while you get done. Boom, you walk out of there, not with a temporary, with your finished crown.
Done.
You
Wow.
walk out the day.
Yeah,
right?
that's rare.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But they came in with all of it. Okay, here's this. This is before we even start this thing, Mr. Courtney.
Yeah.
You're going to sign that you owe us this money. I'm like, sure, fuck it, do it. I'm going to shoot myself in the face. Let's go.
Yeah.
And so same thing. Did it. Walked down there. Everything was great. Boom, boom. Pay him. A month, 2 months later, whatever it is, all of a sudden I start getting calls from him that I owe him more money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I was so bitter from the last one.
Yeah.
I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
No. I've already been down this. You fucked up, not me.
That's
I'm not
funny,
paying
man.
for it.
My cardiologist office.
And it wasn't even that. At that point, it was principal for me because it was like $50.
Yeah.
I mean, more than what they tried to say that I owed. I'm
Right.
like, no. Like, I have a thing that says balance paid in full. Here's this.
Yeah.
You know, come back after the fact and tell me I owe you this money. I go, and it's $50. I don't care. I could pay you the $50. I go, but principal alone, I know that you fucked up.
Yeah.
And when you submitted this thing, somehow, some way, none of this is my fault. So sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, my cardiologist does that where they're like, they handcuff you to the desk. They're like, whoa. You're not going anywhere until this bill is paid. They're one of those.
I had one the other day. I had to pay my copay before I went back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, what if the doctor dies?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, well, he's not going to die. I go, do you know that?
Yeah.
Why am I prepaying my copay?
Yeah.
Before I even see the doctor?
Yeah. Well, this one is like, oh, today's visit was $200. And I'm like, okay, send me a bill. And they're like, no. You don't get to leave before. And I'm like, whatever. So I pay in full on the spot. And then all of a sudden, the next time I make an appointment or the next time I go in there, they're like, yeah, would you like to clean up your outstanding balance? I'm like, wait a minute. Every single time I've been in here, you've handcuffed me to the desk to demand full payment before leaving here. What do you mean outstanding bill?
What balance are we talking about?
Yeah, you would have shot me in the ass before letting me walk out of here with an outstanding bill. Where's this $120 coming from? No, I'm not paying that.
Yep.
So yeah, it's crazy.
It's a racket.
Well, it's good to have you back. Isis was here yesterday, and
Yeah.
I gotta.
I feel bad. I didn't even really get to. I was just not in a good place. I didn't even get to really talk to him or anything. So
Yeah,
so
well,
I missed him. But
yeah, but he's on a different level. He's on a different wavelength right now.
Yeah.
And he's not paying attention to shit. And so I've got a stack of stories, and I'm looking at him. I'm going, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not bringing this up with him. And like, it would have been one thing if you were here and
Right.
he can just chime in like a monkey every once in a while. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it was like, no, okay, we're just going to go through what,
Right.
and it was either that show or no show because
Yeah.
I'm not doing it alone.
Of course.
And so I'm sure there were some people who were like, what the fuck? I literally didn't do any news stories. And so we'll try to make up for that
hey,
today.
fucking news schmooze.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I agree, but it's kind of a departure from what we do. And so it felt like, how much do people want to hear about Isis?
We'll find out.
Being up in Mackinac. Yeah.
That's why he's got his own show.
It's good to see him though. He looks great. He sounds great. He seems happy as shit. His whole outlook and perspective on things has changed. I was talking to him afterwards. After
Yeah.
the show. I'm sure you heard us. As loud as that fucker is, I'm like, dude, T-Roy's asleep
I was
upstairs.
out. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I turned on the show for about 5 minutes in between like a nap when one of those roll over and fart things. You know?
Yep.
What time is it? Oh, it's
Yeah.
Oh, it's 7:30. Okay.
But
I listened to a little bit, but that was it. And I was right back out.
Well, I figured you just would have heard him wah, 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 squawking downstairs. And but he now that his sister with her great tits had that kid,
yeah.
he's like a whole different person about this little human being. And it's kind of adorable to see because he was just everything to him was life burdens, fuck them, fuck kids, I hate them all. And he wanted to be clear. He still hates everyone else's kids.
All the other ones, yeah.
Yeah, but this one, I'm like, yeah, it just hits a little different, doesn't it? When it's in your family, and your bloodline, it's a different thing. But he's further down the road than me, even. Like he's just like, for the first time ever, because that dude is like, if there's someone there with a gun and they're like, one of you two is dying, he's like the one that's pointing at the other guy, like, shoot him.
Yeah.
He can come up with a million reasons why that dude needs to be shot, not me. And he's like, for the first time in my life, I think I'd take a bullet for her. I'm like, yeah, good for you, bud.
There you go.
Yeah, I get it.
That is love, sir.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, without further delay, why don't we get to some of the stuff going on in the news? We had big votes yesterday going on in the country.
Yeah. Shout out to Rich Starr.
Oh yeah,
won his election. Yeah.
Good for him.
City council, I believe it is.
All right. Hey, you got to start somewhere, and yeah. That's good. Great.
Hell yeah.
We need all the patriots we can get in.
Fucking A right there.
And the smaller the seat in government, the better.
Yep.
It starts. The biggest trouble we're having is, as a nation right now, is thinking these small, tiny groups of individuals that are running school boards, that they're running roughshod over the country. and making it seem like, yo, this is just totally normal. Yeah, totally normal.
Nothing to see here.
You're crazy if you and a racist and a bigot and everything else if you don't agree with our whack shit ideas. And so it's starting at the smallest level. So the more patriots we can get in those positions.
Yeah.
And I know he's one of those. I think he's a military guy.
Yeah, retired Air Force.
Yeah.
A lifer, yeah.
So good for him. Congratulations.
Indeed. And one of the most rational people you'll ever meet.
That's what you need.
Exactly
Right?
Yep.
Common sense and rationality
Goes a long way.
A long way. I don't give a shit how many degrees you have, how many books you've read, how many masterpieces you've read and watched. I don't care. Little bit of rationality, little common sense, little cool under pressure.
Yeah.
And let's just keep it between the lines.
Yeah. I'm
How
pretty
about we go
sure,
there?
I don't know the exact details, but I'm pretty sure he got the weed legalized over there.
All right.
Passed. They were all just, old school Ionia fucking city council.
Yeah.
The average age is probably 80.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not in our
your
city.
glaucoma.
Not in our town.
Yeah.
Gonna bring in the druggies,
They're breaking down that wall
And
everywhere.
then he
I think
was
it's
like-
half the country now. I think half
He was
the
like,
country's
okay,
legalized.
but if we do this and we let these 3 businesses open, it means we'll make this much money into our budget. And they were like,
let him in.
sign him up.
Yeah. Of course, it's going down a road now where it's like surgeons are making the weed, and they're just like, let's see how close to killing people we can get without actually killing them.
Yeah.
And they're making it like, I've heard some stories, because I'm not in that game. I don't like weed personally, but I know people that grow it. I know people that sell it, black market. I know people that buy it, all that kind of shit, especially some friends in Arizona. And it's madness how much oh, you want this shit that's like half a hit and it fucking paralyzes you for the day? Yeah, it's $500 an eighth. It's like crazy money for this shit. And it's like, I don't know where this goes, but I don't think this was the plan out the gate where it was like, well, it's just for medicinal use. How dare you claim we just want to get high? How dare you? And it's
That's long gone.
Yeah, within 5. It's like, yeah, of course. What does your website do again? Is there a way to make it do porn? Yeah, that's what people are going to use.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yep.
So if there's a way to get really fucking high, that's what people are going to do. So welcome, Ionia.
God bless.
Yeah. Before we get to that, we did have a censure.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Rashida Tlaib, our very own here in Michigan. Yeah.
Could not ask for a better censure.
Yeah, she is a real twat.
Yeah,
She's kind of a monster and a crazy bitch. We watched her get tossed out of that Trump rally where they had to drag her out kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
So she's just batshit all along, and she's part of the squad.
I can't believe she's actually our representative.
I know, dude.
Legit, is our representative.
Well, she supports genocide against the state of Israel. So, and I was like, ooh, she's been censured.
She's Tlaib.
Yeah, true.
Don't take Roy Tlaib.
And she's got the goddamn Palestine flag in front of her office. It's like, you're a United States representative.
She's probably got a pride flag right next to it.
Yeah, probably.
And not an American flag.
Right, exactly. She'd wipe her ass with that before anything. Least American you could get. So, these to me, it's like impeaching a president. Ooh, it just doesn't mean anything. And for those of you that think censoring someone means something, it did 100 years ago when people actually had things like shame and guilt, and when it's like your behavior reflects on this family's name. Nobody has that anymore. None. There is zero shame or anything. That's the whole point of censure.
Yeah.
It's a formal
just a public shaming.
Public condemnation of someone's behavior that runs counter to acceptable standards. It relies on the target's sense of shame or their constituents' disapproval.
There's a swing and a miss.
Shame.
None.
Shame. It's like, yeah.
Sorry, all out of shame today.
Yeah, we're sorry. Don't have that. So, she doesn't give a shit. She's already blasting off at the mouth about how she's being censored. And it's like, oh, shut up. We've been listening to you run your trap for years.
No,
Go
it's not
away.
censored, idiot.
Yeah,
It's censured.
censured. the resolution to censure Tlaib slammed her for promoting false narratives regarding the Hamas attack on Israel and calling for the destruction of the state of Israel. So this points back to a couple moments that were real hot spots for her, or shining moments in her behavior. Yeah. Remember, after October 7th, so Hamas attacks Israel, 1,200 people slaughtered and all that. And then, like 2 days later, there was a rocket that was launched and hit a hospital.
That's correct.
Killed 500 people, and Israel did it. Mm-hmm. Well, it took about 4 hours for them to figure out that, oh, that was launched by the dipshits in Hamas. Here they are on camera talking about it, how it backfired. And here's video of them launching it themselves and it coming back down. By the way, it didn't hit the hospital. It hit the parking lot, and like a dozen people were killed.
Oh.
This twat, for days after this was known, proven, was still out there yelling, screaming from the rooftops how Israel has bombed this hospital and murdered 500 innocent people and all this
It
shit.
should be criminally prosecutable.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're knowingly saying something.
Yeah, after the fact, long after the fact. So that's one of them right there that they're talking about promoting false narratives. That's what they're talking about.
Sure. Seems to apply.
Yeah. Tlaib defended the brutal rapes, murders, beheadings, and kidnapping, including of Americans, as justified resistance to the apartheid state, saying she knowingly spread that false narrative that Israel intentionally bombed the Al Ahil Arab Hospital. Okay, it was 10 days later, October 17th. U.S. intelligence and Israeli intelligence, even President Soup was like, nah, that's not what happened. So, whereas on November 3rd, Tlaib published on social media a video containing the phrase "from the river to the sea," widely recognized as a genocidal call to violence to destroy the state of Israel and its people, to replace it with a Palestinian state extending from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean. So that's what they mean with,
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea. That should all be their land, blah, blah, blah. Which would mean you wipe out, however you do it, you genocidal murder of all these Jews. It's crazy. I never thought we'd live in a time where
You can't just like evacuate them. They have to kill them all.
Yeah, you gotta exterminate them. The Jews.
Just checking.
I can't believe after everything our whole lives, like Hitler, you can't even say the word Hitler. You can't even like comment like, I don't hate the mustache.
You can't pop his picture up on the scoreboard or for a trivia contest or anything like that.
No, nothing. It's like, don't. You can bring up examples of other things.
Triggering.
You don't even go there. Nothing compares to Hitler. Like that was like kind of the world's attitude about, this idea of just like, the Jews are the problem. Let's murder all them. And now it's just like we're having legitimate university debates about, murdering all the Jews, maybe not that bad of an idea. Like, wait a minute. When did half these people turn into fucking Hitlers overnight? This is insanity. We have U.S. state representatives saying stuff like that.
Well, use that term loosely.
Yeah. So, whereas Representative Tlaib doubled down on this call to violence by falsely describing From the River to the Sea as an aspirational call for freedom, human rights, and peaceful coexistence, despite it clearly entailing Israel's destruction and denial of its fundamental right to exist, and whereas Tlaib has repeatedly displayed conduct entirely unbecoming of a member of the House of Representatives by calling for the destruction of the state of Israel and dangerously promoting false narratives regarding large-scale terrorist attack against civilian targets inside the territory of a major non-NATO ally, while hundreds of Israeli and American hostages remain in terrorist captivity. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Representative Rashida Tlaib be censured. And if she had any shame at all, that would be a big deal.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Yeah.
That's about what it equates to.
Yeah, it basically means nothing.
It means nothing. There's no teeth behind it or anything.
Yeah, and we all knew she was a twat who felt this way. She's been spouting this shit for years.
Absolutely.
So this is nothing new.
Nope.
These things really did used to have teeth when people were grounded in morals and a patriotic belief and believing that their lives as individuals were, your behavior spoke for your family, your community. It really was.
Yeah.
When you're going back 100 years.
It really just hit me that the the reality of lack of shame.
Yeah.
Like, in that state, story, thinking like, but there is no shame. Like,
No.
you can't embarrass you. You can't shame these people. You
No,
can't
no.
anything. It's
No, but back in the day,
staggering. Yeah.
people would kill themselves
course.
out of horrific
Yes.
shame and embarrassment
Yeah.
for their behavior.
I mean, you say it's cliche, you don't have, there's no shame, you lack shame, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, no, really. Like,
Seriously.
to the core,
yeah.
it's gone.
When I read that, it was like, well, does censure come with a $100,000 fine?
Yeah.
Does it mean you
Anything?
can't run for re-election? No,
Anything?
no. It just means that you're supposed to be like, oh, shame on you.
Embarrassed.
People are supposed to look at you with like shame and disgust. But no.
Yeah. You were censured.
Yeah. They don't care. They wear it as a badge of honor. These selfish, clownish egomaniacs. Back in the day, believe it or not, these people, like, some of these people died absolutely busted broke. Presidents, leaders, generals, great war generals. That they really believed in the country so much they gave everything they had to brighten its future in any way they could. And now we've just gotten so far down the line. It's the saying we talked about a couple weeks ago of great men, create easy times create weak men create hard times.
Yep.
It's that circle of life that we're seeing play out with these people, where they're more important than everybody. They're not doing public service. They're more important. They want people to look up to them, to paparazzi to take their pictures, to have Secret Service coverage everywhere they go. That's what they're interested in. And rigging the system in their own benefit, not for the people. It's a sad state, and I don't know how you come out of it.
It's almost shameful.
Exactly. Full circle. I like that too. Very, very good. I got some bad news for you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
This one's gonna hurt.
Shit.
The porn den, Susanna Gibson, lost.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
is that bad?
The whore.
Is that bad?
I don't know. Would have been nice.
She'd probably have to give up the OnlyFans page if she was elected.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't OnlyFans. What was it? Chatterbait?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that?
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
Chatterbait. Yep.
Which is apparently a place where you chat and jack it.
Chat or bait?
Chat-er-bait.
Oh, it's not
It
chat
should
or
be chat and bait.
Yeah, chat and bait.
Yeah, chat and bait's better. I like that better. But it was chatterbait.
Go away, baiting.
Republican businessman David Owen bested Gibson by less than 1,000 votes.
Oh man, that was tight.
Yeah.
Tighter than her.
Well, way tighter than her. That blown out thing. Are you kidding me? Gibson's race was one of the most watched during Tuesday's off-year elections after she became embroiled in the eyebrow-raising scandal.
Eyebrow raising.
Yeah, involving live streaming sex acts with her husband for tips. Gibson and Owen's race was one of the last to be called. So it was back in September. The Washington Post reported that Gibson, who's a 40-year-old nurse practitioner, and her husband, John Gibson, performed live stream sex acts on the site Chatterbait, again, for chatting while masturbating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chat and bait.
Baiting. More than a dozen of those videos ended up on a secondary site, which I've never heard of. Recurbate? 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 Recurbate?
Yeah, is that?
I don't know what that.
I don't know what the wrecker is.
I don't either.
Wrecker. Damn near killed her.
Yeah. And were discovered by Republican operatives.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Dun,
Evil
I wonder how
operatives.
they discovered it.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit! I know that one.
Holy shit, that's Susanna. That's Sue. In one of the leaked clips, Gibson tells her husband, "I'll let you fuck me in the ass doggy style in a private room if someone wants to pay. That's the deal." So she's just looking for random strangers to tip her $100 to take it in the ass.
Yeah. Right.
I don't have a
It's the
problem
American
with
way.
it.
Really.
I'd be more proud of her if she was like, I'm a woman and I'm proud of my body, and if I want to take it in the ass for my husband,
Yeah.
I will. And if you don't like it, too bad. Like, I'd have respect for that.
That's the most ethical political fundraising that's been done this decade.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you can raise the money overnight by
Yeah.
taking it in the shitter a couple times
That's
on
it.
camera.
Exactly.
Awesome. I don't want them spending 70% of their day at phone banks,
Yeah.
blowing up all of America trying to raise money.
No.
No, if she could take a load or two.
First
on the
time it's the
chin,
actual politician that's getting fucked in the ass and not the constituents.
There you go. Exactly. Gibson told the audience she's in an open relationship, though he doesn't like sharing. And the money requested was for a good cause, that good cause being her running. In a statement, Gibson called the exposure. This is where I like.
We're in an open relationship, but he doesn't like it.
But he doesn't like it. Yeah. So he's a classic cuck at that point.
I guess, yeah.
Right? He's either like, okay, I can still tap this, but I got to share it with a lot of bigger dicks than mine.
Right.
Or I get none. And so,
Okie doke.
cuck, my friend. There you go. So,
Cuck-a-doodle-doo.
yeah, any cuck will do. In a statement, Gibson called the exposure an illegal invasion of my privacy designed to humiliate me and my family.
I don't know about illegal invasion of privacy. I mean, you are, taking it in the can for fucking people.
From strangers in public.
Yeah.
An illegal invasion of your privacy would be if Republican operatives planted cameras in your bedroom and bathroom.
Yeah.
And then leaked the video of you taking pisses and shits on the toilet.
And you weren't
or
getting
getting deep
paid
dicked in
for
your
it.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Right? That would be an illegal invasion of my privacy. Do these people know no bounds? But you going on a fucking site and taking tips to show your box to
I mean,
everybody?
this idiot didn't even have common sense to blur a face or wear a mask or anything like that.
No.
It comes back to that shame thing.
Exactly.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah. Exactly. And she has none.
No.
Let me see. I might have had a picture. Yeah. I mean, she's got maybe a couple years left in her where she can go and fundraise. Oh, God damn it.
Sue, what's her last name?
Gibson.
Gibson, that's right.
Here you go. So one of those is a screenshot of her nude, but just showing her head. Mm-hmm. And the other one, Daily Mail caught when the story first broke, of her outside her house or something in her Daisy Dukes there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holding it together.
I mean, yeah, it's not. I mean, listen, you get points go up when you're taking it in the ass.
Yeah.
And she looks fit.
Yeah.
I'm sure. She looks kind of yoked in that picture.
Yeah. I can't tell. There's some pictures I think their titties might be fake. Not that that's the end of the world.
No,
but
I'm sure probably. That's commonplace.
Yeah. God really is the master of titties, though.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, there's nothing
like
like the real thing.
No.
There is nothing like a good classic homegrown.
Yeah. When God made the titty, He knew what He was doing, and humans are giving it their best shot. But boy, do they fall short.
What's the okay? Listen, okay. If we're gonna talk God here and how awesome the creation is, why are you making the fucking kids beat the shit out of them? Why you couldn't have a separate little fucking milk board or something over here?
Yeah,
that I don't have to deal with to feed the kids. Let them fucking beat those things up.
Yeah, I wouldn't let if I had a kid, I wouldn't let him suckle on those things.
And they got to come out of the fucking sweet hole,
the fun hole, the honey hole.
Come on, dude, you got to blow that thing out too. Like, put in a fucking Ziploc pouch or something.
Yeah, like a roux, like an oven door that just pops open and the thing pops out. That'd be great.
Yeah, this was just piss poor planning, really.
Yeah, the design's not perfect.
Oh, but they say it's for procreation only, so I guess maybe we fucked it up.
Yeah, I think so. Well, then don't make it feel amazing.
Right.
How about that?
You put sandpaper inside of it?
Yeah. Can you imagine if God...
You really got to want it to have a kid?
Yeah. Yeah. If God made it so that the hand job, you couldn't match in its glory. Like, it's like the first thing a girl, when she's like, oh, no, you're going to think I'm a whore. She'll suck your dick or she'll sit on it, but she won't give you a handy because that's the fucking finale. Mm-hmm. Imagine if that was the way. And it's like, well, I don't care if you blow your vagina out. I don't care if you blow the titties out. No one cares about those. Yep. It's all about the hand. But no, he made that,
Yeah, the goods.
The best parts are getting all kicked around by the brats,
Yeah, I don't. It's just piss poor planning. That's all I'm saying. I think we could have definitely done better.
So, my political opponents and their Republican allies have proven they're willing to commit a sex crime to attack me and my family because there's no line they won't cross to silence women when they speak up. Do you really think they're not going to deep dive on your life if you're running for political office?
That's just ignorant and
that's just silly.
Just
like,
whining.
You can't really believe that. They did lean into it, Virginia Republicans. They apparently sent out mailers to remind everybody. By the way, don't forget about the X-rated whore that's running.
Yeah.
They included screenshots of her porn videos that came with a warning. It said, warning, explicit material enclosed, and do not open if you're not 18. Her campaign condemned the Republicans' actions. David Owen and the Virginia GOP are trying to distract voters from their extreme agenda to ban abortion, defund schools, and allow violent criminals to access weapons of war. Voters are tired of these desperate attacks, and they will not be fooled by them. Nothing will ever deter her commitment to our community.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Well, she's just looking out for us, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got some real pictures of her.
Do you?
Yeah, I can't put
like
them.
titty ones.
Let's see. Well, yeah,
Vagine
I can
ones?
put it up there. Well,
You don't have to put it on the.
yeah, I don't have to switch it over.
All right.
Not bad.
Are those real? Is that don't have that on the?
It's not.
Just, okay.
No, it's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
I didn't put it up there. This is just for us.
What do you think of the extreme tan lines? By the way.
Yeah, personally, not a fan.
Nah, me
you know,
either.
that's me. You know, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Is that her sucking dicks there?
I don't think there's a dick in the mouth there.
You don't think so?
I think that's her just that's her fucking clicking on the computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It
Looks like a
it
decent ass, but it
almost-
looks like that is a full bottomed bikini.
Yeah, it
You know
sure
what I mean?
is. Yeah.
That
no
is
doubt.
as full bottomed as you can get. That
Yep.
tan line we're looking at there.
Yep. So,
Which doesn't scream whore when you think like,
yeah.
like give me your stereotypical whore at the beach. It wouldn't be a full bottomed
You wouldn't think so.
bathing suit, you know. Anyway.
Anyway.
Well, she
it's a
lost.
shame she lost.
Yeah. She was so close. Less than 1,000 votes.
I know. I demand a recount.
Yeah, wouldn't that be kind of cool to have to try to take her seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, we're so down the road now of idiocracy that
Right.
we're well beyond Fuddruckers now. We're straight through to butt fuckers.
Exactly right.
So why not? At this point, I'm just doing a lot of why not? Why wouldn't you do that?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure. Why don't we have porn stars running our country now? Makes absolute sense. But I found it very disingenuous that she's like, wait, so you're running for a public office and you don't think opposition research is taking place? Because you're an idiot then.
Big time.
And if they missed that story,
They're idiots.
yeah. So if you found video of David Owens on men's jack-off sites beating off other dudes,
Don't think you'd put that out there?
You'd bury that because that would be beneath you to go, hey, by the way, just so you're aware.
No.
You know?
Yeah. We're running on on our laurels. That's,
Yeah. And look, whatever you do in your house, whatever you do, whatever you want to do, you want to go on OnlyFans, you want to go on Chatterbait and do your thing, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
This woman has 2 kids, and it's like, those friends are going to do opposition research too.
No doubt.
And
Oh,
they
yeah.
are going to find out that your mom loves taking it in the shitter.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Yeah. That's
which, whatever. Good for
that's
you.
definitely going to come back around.
Yeah. Yeah. And how many times have we heard that story? Like, oh, man. I mean, comedians say it all the time now. They're like, oh, shit, now I got a kid. Bobby Kelly is like that. Like,
Yep.
oh, God, what is that fucking son of a bitch going to find when he gets older?
All
The
of it.
shit dad said on stage, And I totally get that.
Yep. Yeah. The things you said on stage is still not taking it in the shitter for me.
Yeah, especially if that's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
At least
oh,
it's
boy.
dad, I think, for the most part.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's dad. Sometimes it's Earl from down the street.
Sometimes it's dad sitting in the corner jerking it, watching it.
Yeah, exactly. With a fucking cuck mask on. Just clucking around the fucking bedroom. Yeah, they're gonna. A lot of things are gonna start falling into place for those kids. Like, those noises we heard when we were younger. Remember, we were trying to figure out what those jungle noises were coming from the bedroom. It's all making sense now that we've got Chatterbait.
I assume that's one of those that they, like when there's like a noise that comes through, like when you get a tip or whatever. Cha-ching, cha-ching, the kids are it's gonna be triggered one day. They're gonna hear it and they're gonna be like, "That's what the fuck that was."
Oh,
Just kept
my
hearing
God.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Some kid's gonna be playing video in class, and they're gonna hear that absolutely familiar ching sound, and they're going to go, what is that?
Right? Oh, I just tipped some lady to take it in the ass.
Yeah, those kids are going to put it together and eventually search mom or dad's name, and boy, oh boy, are they going to get an eyeful.
Yeah.
They really are.
Nobody wants to see that.
No.
Even if your mom is hot,
Yeah.
nobody wants to see that.
No. If your mom's hot, I want to see
Right.
it. But
Yes, exactly.
I don't care how hot my mom is.
No.
No. I don't even want to think about it.
Well,
You know what I
fair.
mean?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do know what you mean.
Yeah. And if that was like, I don't know. I don't think there's any way of getting around that. And I don't want to shame women. And you do whatever you want.
Such
And I'm,
do your
I'm
thing.
proud of you.
Just
but
be ready. That's all.
at some point, you're going to grow up and have
This
kids.
is going to come
and-
around full circle, and you're going to have to answer some questions.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And maybe
Yeah.
you're totally okay with it. You're great with your sexuality, and it's fine, and you have no shame.
Yeah. And if you think decisions you're making at 17, 18 years old are going to be totally rational, well thought out decisions because you don't give a fuck
Yep.
and fuck the system, you're going to give a shit in about 20 years. Just give it time.
What about at 40?
Yeah. 40. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, times are
I'm thinking
tough,
about
son.
like the people that are like, fuck that. I'll go in blackface for Halloween if I want. It's
Yeah.
like, well, you know,
Had I gone this year,
Cool.
I contemplated it.
Did
it
you
was,
really?
It was one of two things. Like I said, it was either the AOC with the tax the rich and the horse face mask.
yeah. Yeah.
And then or something blackface.
Yeah.
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 I was going to a friendly environment. I could have
respect.
pulled it off.
Yeah, I wonder if you could walking into a
100%.
friendly. That environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have.
100% there. I could have got away
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. I told Isis we were talking about the Lions. I knew that's one thing he could
Yeah.
discuss, and he's fully on board. He's back completely, and if there's a home playoff game, that's all he wants for Christmas is tickets to their game, and he's doing a face paint. And I'm like, do you know what you're gonna do, face paint wise? And he's like, no, not yet. And I'm like, dude, you should do fucking Calvin Johnson jersey, blackface, Lions helmet, and be Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, smart.
Dude, that you painting your face,
Yeah.
Lions, it's the whole thing. It's awesome.
I'd go one step further.
Yeah.
Go Billy Sims and have the Jerry curl hanging out of the fucking helmet.
I like it.
Yeah, just to take it up another notch.
Hell yeah.
Have that Jerry curl creeping out the bottom.
Love it.
It'd be strong.
Yeah, it sure would. He'd stand out at the game. I wonder if they'd put him on camera.
Probably.
Yeah, probably would,
Until
right?
they'd be like, "Fuck, that's a white guy." Like, shit, is that Calvin? Oh, shit, that's not that was
fucking
white guy. That motherfucker's in blackface.
That would be hilarious. Because the funniest part is...
It would be on camera, and
Bla-
then it would be on every camera the next day.
And you know what the best part would be? Black dudes in the crowd would think it was hilarious.
Oh, for sure.
They would.
They don't give a
They'd
shit.
fucking laugh.
Right.
No, they don't give a shit. Some
Yeah.
goofy white guy does.
Right.
No. All right.
See the blonde that pulled fucking Gibbs up?
Yeah, there was dry humping him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rubbing her knee right in his dick.
Yeah, I watched a couple. Like,
Yeah.
nice job. She
Yeah.
yanked his ass up there.
Dude, they interviewed her.
Yeah.
After the game and stuff. Strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
And the way she wrapped that leg around and got that knee right in his balls.
She was into it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. It's nice.
She's local.
Yeah.
And clearly, it was a local game, but
Yeah. I liked it a lot. I got to admit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that and I was just like, oh. I backed it up in live.
nice.
And I was like,
Smart.
look at the knee, folks.
Oh,
Focus
yeah.
on the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the, what game was that? Was that the game when we were out of town?
That was the Monday night game.
Monday night game. So yeah, G and Tooch
Yep.
and I were watching that.
There you go.
Yeah, it's nice. German city of Tangerhut. I think that's how you say the name. It's got the Lowenbrow dots above the U.
Hoot. Tango Hoot.
Yeah, maybe. Tangerhut.
All right.
They've announced plans to rename a daycare center after migrant parents expressed concerns that the current name does not accurately reflect the diversity of the community.
Okay.
It's like, all right.
What's the current name?
Yeah. It's currently named after Anne Frank.
Okay.
You know, the diary of.
Yeah.
You know, the 15,
familiar with the
15-year-old girl who died at a Nazi concentration camp in the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Anne Frank.
Is she dead?
She did.
Oh, okay.
You know, her fucking dad, it's creepy, dude. Her dad lived to 1980.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Womp, womp.
Does that seem like way too close a time?
Yeah.
It's her dad?
Well, there's still Holocaust survivors now.
I know, but they're like, you know.
Yeah, barely. But I
Like
mean,
Joe
80,
Biden and shit.
Fucking 45 years ago, almost.
Yeah, no, I know, but it just seemed like it was like, oh wow. You think of it as such a long time ago, and it's like, not really.
not really, no.
Not really.
No.
They're going to be talking about us now, with Israel and Palestine and all that shit. So, migrant parents have complained that it's challenging to explain to their children who Frank was and why her story mattered.
Is it, though?
Yeah, apparently.
Is it? Well, you see, son, a long time ago, there was a really, really, really awful man that hated the Jews.
Yeah. He had a dope mustache.
Tried to kill them all, and fortunately, the Jews won. Kinda.
Yeah, sort
I mean, they took some damage, but, they're around, he's not.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
I don't think it's that difficult to explain.
Yeah. The daycare
I think they just
centers
don't want to have that conversation, which makes you a shitty parent.
Yeah, yeah. I think
So
there's
instead, you change the name of the fucking daycare.
Yeah.
With this, icon of Anne Frank.
By the way, so you're talking daycare. That's like toddlers, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't that what daycare is not like first grade, fifth grade?
I guess
That's
if you
school.
got nowhere else to go, yeah.
But daycare is not like
Generally,
the Y.
it's before they could get into school.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's kind of what
preschool.
we did when we
Exactly
were
right.
handling toddlers.
That was exactly a daycare.
Daycare.
Yes.
So which 2-year-old is going home and going, Mommy, explain Anne Frank? Like, dude, I went to school. I don't think I ever
Mom,
asked.
I go to this place every day, and no one's named Anne or Frank.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What toddler is bringing that up? So these migrant parents are like, it's too hard to explain.
Oh, you mean that's just another example of it's not really the toddlers that are complaining?
Right. Crazy.
It's not really the Indians that are complaining. It's not.
The daycare center's director explained that parents with migrant backgrounds feel uncertain about the name and find it challenging to explain to kids. An open society advocacy group, Meite Neinder.
This is in Germany.
Yeah.
They should be able to name it whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would you listen to these people? What do they have to do with your history and why you would have?
Right? Well, if we have migrants, they don't understand it. So go fuck yourself. Then find another daycare.
Yeah.
How about that?
Exactly.
That's what it's called. It's the new sign out front.
This advocacy group argued that there were certainly age-appropriate ways to discuss Frank's story with younger children and objected to the change, especially as anti-Semitism is on the rise in many areas. Renaming the daycare center sends the wrong signal. Yeah, I think right now, today, it does,
Yeah.
sort of. Seems like the Jews are under attack enough. How about we leave Anne Frank alone?
Yeah.
And it's not
Now's
like...
the time we got to shut that down.
Yeah. And it's not like you just found old TikTok videos of Anne Frank dropping N-bombs.
Right.
Or trick-or-treating in blackface. And now we need to remove her from everything. No. Anne Frank died when she was 15 years old of typhus, by the way. Right? From being in a concentration camp.
Yeah.
So, let's see. The city's mayor, Andreas Brahm, has said the name change will go forward in spite of any concerns. So, in other words, fuck you people that have concerns about this or have a problem with this. We're going on with it anyways. Noting that Anne Frank did not fit the parents' push to embrace a new focus on diversity. Oh, so your new push for diversity doesn't include the Jew.
Yeah. Weird how that works, isn't
Kind
it?
of crazy how that works.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to replace the Jew with this time? We're going to call it the Muhammad?
Maybe. Hey, insert new villain here.
Yeah,
Whatever you want.
true.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the parents and employees wanted a name that was more child-friendly and better suited to their concept. Their needs are more important than the global political situation. I'm so confused. Like, this seems like a fucking Onion story.
Yeah, kind of. And it should be. Because it's nonsense, is what it is.
Guy Benson said, migrant parents successfully got Anne Frank canceled in Germany. Seems a little on the nose.
Wow, way to go, Guy. I was wondering what he had to say.
Let's see. Imagine telling yourself in 2013 that in 10 years' time, the Germans will be canceling the Anne Frank kindergarten because of diversity.
It's mind-blowing, dude. It's not even fucking real life. And you're right. Sounds like an Onion story. The sad part
Yeah.
is that it's true.
Yeah. So I got to admit, I was woefully unaware of Anne Frank. You know, my only Anne Frank story is Matt Riley and Tommy went to Germany and they went to the Anne Frank house and Matt's a Jew and So you got a couple of.
Is that in Amsterdam?
I'm not sure exactly. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think they were fucking high as shit in Amsterdam too. So that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So you've got a couple multimillionaires in Germany at the Anne Frank house, and there's a picture of the two on the porch steps of the Anne Frank house, and they're tripping so hard on shrooms that they're fucking doubled over with laughter. It's the funniest looking picture, standing on the porch of the Anne Frank house.
Perfect.
In hysterics.
So much respect for that.
That's the one where they're sitting at the table and Tommy's just fucking just so tripping balls, and the waiter comes up, and Tommy's just like, oh, I thought you were writing me a ticket. Waiter came up with a pen and pencil or whatever. Oh, fuck.
Here's a ticket for being too high, sir.
Oh, I thought you were writing me a ticket.
Well, I was going to say, reminded me of the thing I saw today. I just want to say, history is not there for you to like or dislike. It is there for you to learn from. And if it offends you, then even better, because then you are less likely to repeat it. History is not yours to change or destroy. Came across that today. Gross.
100%.
And was like, man,
true.
that fucking resonates right there.
How has that message gotten lost on people? I just don't understand it.
I don't know, dude. Yeah,
I don't understand it. Germany kind of leaned into it after the whole, Nazi issue.
That's on us. Our bad.
They ate shit on that. They still do. If you go there's all kinds of plaques, like, oh, this is where we were really super dicks.
Yeah.
Over here at this famous site is where a lot of dickish stuff went on. So they've got plaques all over the cities and, kind of pointing out, here's where we were a huge dick. Another huge dick moment for us over here. Not proud of that one at all.
No, but
a
but
lot
we're
of
not.
those.
But yeah, we didn't burn it down. We didn't take the plaques down. Pretend it didn't happen.
Educational moment. Learn from
and
what
move on.
happened here.
Exactly.
So, Anne Frank, I figured I'd give us a small history lesson.
All right.
For those that don't know, everyone's heard the name.
Yeah.
Anne Frank.
What's funny is that I always get Anne Frank and Helen Keller.
Dude, if I could have come up with Helen Keller's name fast enough, that was what was going through my head.
Yeah, I always get the two of them fucking mixed up, man.
When I was
one
saying
was deaf and blind or some shit, and one was just a Jew.
Yeah. When I was saying we all know the name Anne Frank, I was thinking like Helen Keller. What do you know besides you? You might say like, is she the pinball wizard, deaf, dumb, and blind kid or something?
Yep.
But that's as close as you'll get. You know what I mean? And you can throw.
Now I'm thinking, is it the Anne Frank house or the Helen Keller house that's in Amsterdam?
You could throw in the bitch pilot too that fucking got lost. What was her name? That went down.
Florence Nightingale.
No. The chick pilot that went down in like the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, but it's like another Anne Frank. If you would have said, Helen Keller, whose plane went down, it'd be like, wait, you mean Anne Frank, whose plane went down in the Bermuda Triangle? Same thing.
Right.
So you all know the names, but what do we really know about them? So Anne was born in 1929. She had a sister, Margaret, or Margot. I don't know if she's hot. So
Margot, it's got a chance.
Mm-hmm. Margot was 3 years older than Anne. Unemployment was high. Poverty was severe in Germany. And it was a period in which Hitler and his party were gaining more and more supporters. Hitler, by the way, if you didn't know, hated the Jews and blamed them for all the problems in the country.
Yeah. Amelia Earhart, by the way.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's who I was talking about. Mm-hmm. Amelia Earhart. Anne Frank, Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
Helen Keller.
Betsy Ross.
She stitched the flag.
Okay, so what?
Yeah.
Earhart flew somewhere once.
So
I don't think she made it back, did she?
No, I don't think so.
One-way ticket.
She might still be alive somewhere, living in a jungle with the other Jane Seymour. What's the monkey lady? You could throw her in that.
Oh, I like Jane Seymour.
Is it Jane Seymour? Is she the monkey lady?
She
was banging gorillas or something in the jungle.
I don't think she was banging gorillas in the jungle.
Jane something.
That's like Tarzan and Jane.
No, not Tarzan and Jane. The scientist bitch.
Oh, that's she was medicine woman Quinn.
No, they're not Dr. Quinn.
Yeah.
No, Jane. Just do Jane chimpanzees or something.
Oh boy, no, I'm not.
Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall.
All right.
Google Jane Goodall. See what comes up. If it's got anything to do with chimpanzees or monkeys.
You know what I saw?
What did I say? Jane Seymour? Is that the model?
Yeah. She's an actress. That's Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
Wasn't she banging Axl Rose? It's all coming full circle now.
No, not that Jane Seymour.
No, that was
She's too classy for fucking Axel.
okay.
Jane Seymour's a biscuit.
Yeah. No, who's the other? Well, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
Jane Goodall, I believe, is the ape lady.
You think they're gonna? You know how Disney's replacing all the characters with black characters now?
Oh, cool.
You think they'll redo Tarzan? Think that one's probably safe? That one will always be a white guy?
Yeah, maybe.
Highly doubt they're going to put a black dude in there swinging from tree to tree.
No,
Just
no.
a guess.
No, in a leotard or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
Hanging out in the fucking jungle with the
eating
monkeys.
bananas. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No.
So
She was banging monkeys. She's not bad looking.
yeah,
Lucky
she's
monkey.
like 120 now. I think she's still alive too.
Oh boy. Oof, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for 102, she's not terrible.
How
I
old
mean,
is she for real?
I don't know. Oh, this fucking thing.
Yeah, stinks.
Hang on.
I can't believe I came up with that name.
I know. Oh, whoops. Woo. That one.
You almost put the wrong one up there. So going back to Anne Frank.
Anyway, yes, moving on.
The hatred of Jews and the poor economic situation made Anne's parents, Otto and Edith Frank,
Otto and Edith.
decide to move to Amsterdam. There, Otto founded a company that traded in pectin. That is a gelling agent for making jam.
Oh,
It's kind of a cool business to go into.
yeah. Because jelly don't shake like that.
Before long, Anne felt right at home in the Netherlands. She learned the language. She made new friends. Otto also tried to set up a company in England. That fell through. Things looked up when he started selling herbs and spices in addition to the pectin.
Okay.
Things are starting to fucking
Fall right into place.
yeah, they're rolling now.
Yeah, hustle.
Otto's killing it, you know. So September 1st, 1939, when Anne was 10 years old, Nazi Germany invaded Poland, and so the Second World War began. Not long after, on the 10th of May, 1940, the Nazis invaded the Netherlands. 5 days later, the Dutch army surrendered. Pussies. Just took
So
a knee. They're
quick.
like, yeah, take them all, whatever. Just leave us alone. Take all our treasure, too. The Nazis introduced more and more laws and regulations that made the lives of Jews more difficult. For instance,
Okay, give me some examples.
Jews, you can't visit parks anymore.
No parks?
We don't need your Jewness rolling around in our parks.
Okay.
By the way, cinemas, too.
Okay.
You can't go there anymore.
Do they have separate streets?
No, water fountains.
Okay.
Any non-Jew shop. So they could go to the bagel shop. But
All right.
they couldn't go to, like,
Regular shops?
Harmony House.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
How do you know that's not Jew?
I just didn't assume
It's the
it
music
was.
industry, buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They couldn't go to Perry Drugs. Yeah,
Not sure there either, pal.
That's true.
Yeah, I think you got a pretty vast shopping experience.
Yeah.
I think that's-
Hudson's?
It's close. I don't know.
Lord and Taylor?
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Anyway, the rules meant
Steinmart?
no, they can go to Steinmart.
Okay,
They're
just
welcome
checking.
at Steinmart.
Just checking.
The rules meant that more and more places became off limits to Anne. Her father lost his company since Jews were no longer allowed to run their own businesses.
Oh, my gosh.
All Jewish children, including Anne, had to go to separate Jew schools.
Oh,
Yeah. The Nazis took things further. Jews had to start wearing a Star of David on their clothes, and there were rumors that all Jews would have to leave the Netherlands. When Margot received a call up to report for a so-called labor camp in Nazi Germany, July of 1942, her parents' ears went up. They were a little suspicious about this.
that seems odd.
They did not believe the call-up was about work and decided to go into hiding the next day in order to escape persecution. In the spring of 42, Anne's father had started furnishing a hiding place in the annex of his business premises. Before long, they were joined by 4 more people. Anne had to keep very quiet, was often very afraid down in the secret annex.
Yeah.
On her 13th birthday, Anne was presented with a diary. During the 2 years in hiding, Anne wrote about events in the secret annex, but also about her feelings and thoughts. She wrote short stories, started a novel, and copied passages from the book she read.
Pretty impressive for somebody that's deaf and blind.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
impressive to be writing in a diary.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's unheard of almost. It's almost unbelievable.
Right? How do you
really.
write in Braille?
I don't know.
All right. Wow,
But-
that's very talented. See, that's why we can't forget this woman.
Yeah, very important. Let's get her name off the wall. for sure.
Yeah, we can't have kindergartners learning about this woman.
Yeah.
How do we explain this?
Yeah. It's not going to make sense to him. Writing helped pass the time. Yeah, it's got to be boring down in a fucking cubbyhole for 2 years. That's got to stink. When the Minister of Education of the Dutch government in England made an appeal on Radio Orange to hold on to war diaries and documents, Anne was inspired to rewrite her individual diaries into one running story titled Het Achterhuis.
Translation, please.
The Secret Annex.
Ah, there it is.
What makes way more sense, too.
Yep.
Anne started rewriting her diary. Before she was done, she and the other people in hiding were discovered and arrested. Despite the raid, part of Anne's writings was preserved. 2 other helpers took the documents before the secret annex was emptied by order of the Nazis. Via the offices of the German security police, a prison in Amsterdam, and the Westerbork transit camp, the people from the secret annex were put on a transport to the Auschwitz.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a famous
heard that place is not so nice.
No. The train journey took 3 days, during which Anne and over 1,000 others were packed closely together in cattle wagons. No food, very little food and water.
They had no idea how good they had it
Right.
in those 3 days.
Right? And they had 1 barrel in there to shit and piss in for all 1,000 people. Upon arrival at Auschwitz, Nazi doctors checked to see who would be able to and who would not be able to do heavy forced labor. 350 people from Anne's transport were immediately taken to the gas chambers and murdered.
Oh, well, you are no use to us.
Yeah, you can't do the heavy labor.
Yeah.
But Anne, Margot, their mom, they were all sent to a labor camp for women, and Otto ended up in a labor camp for dudes.
All right, wait a minute. You got to pull your weight.
Yeah. In early...
No time to be frail.
No. Well, they were going to get frail, but...
Eventually.
Yeah, but they were still, all of them at this point are still alive.
You're 3 days in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep it together.
In early November of 1944, Anne was put on a transport again. She was deported to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp with Margot. Their parents were stuck behind in Auschwitz. There was a lack of food. It was cold and wet, contagious diseases. Anne and Margot contracted typhus in February of 45. Both of them dying because of that.
Oh, man.
Margot first, Anne shortly thereafter. Anne's father, Otto, was the only one of the people from the secret annex to survive the war. He was liberated from Auschwitz by the Russians, and during his long journey back to the Netherlands, he learned that, oh, wow, my wife Edith is dead. And then he gets to the Netherlands, and he's like, oh, my daughters are fucking dead, too?
Yeah.
Thanks, Hitler. Nice work, dick.
And he lived to the ripe old age of year of 1980.
Yeah. Anne's writings made a deep impression on Otto. He read that Anne had wanted to become a writer or a journalist and that she had intended to publish her stories about life in the secret annex. Friends convinced Otto to publish the diary, and in June of 1947, 3,000 copies of the secret annex were printed. The book was later translated into around 70 languages, adopted for stage and screen. People all over the world were introduced to Anne's story, and in 1960, the hiding place became a museum, the Anne Frank House. Until his death in 1980, Otto remained closely involved with the Anne Frank House and the museum. He hoped readers of the diary would become aware of the dangers of discrimination, racism, and the hatred of Jews.
Sounds like Otto cashed in.
A little bit. Yeah. He got his whole family taken from him. I don't blame him for cashing a little bit. But it sounds like, no, Otto, I know that was your dream for people to learn from your daughter's diary.
And for a long time, they did.
Sort of, yeah.
They did.
And
but now, that's no longer a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Otto.
By the way.
Sorry, Anne.
By the way, can you
imagine? You died for nothing.
I don't know if I'd say that, but can you imagine the scenario? Like the ego it must take. If I were to go to a new country, right? If I were to go, fuck it, this one's done. I'm going somewhere else in the world.
Yep.
And it was a radical change. Like I go to Syria, right? Not Canada, right?
Sure.
So I'm going somewhere where it's like completely different religion, language, the whole works. All their history, all their culture.
You expect everybody to fucking kowtow to you.
Kowtow to me. Like I'm sitting here going,
I'm here. I'm fabulous. Get over it.
I don't know what this school title thing is that you guys have
Can
here.
you get rid of the scribbly
Change
shit?
it.
Put this in words I can read.
Yeah, the squiggly lines don't mean shit to me. How do I explain squiggly lines to my kids? Fix this.
Oh my God.
Fix this. Like, who the fuck are you? And why would these Germans
Why would
not
they
just
do
go,
it?
Eat
Fuck
shit.
you.
You came here. You were a guest, welcomed into our country.
Because
you
Germany
don't get to change the culture.
Germany might be worse than we are right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why. That answers your question. There are no fucking adults driving the cars right now.
Yeah, true. No, it's true.
Yeah, there's not, and it's incredible to say that there's some place that's worse than us right now, but Germany's
right up there.
Yeah,
You grab me a water, T.
I would love to.
Thank you, buddy. It's just the balls,
The nerve.
the gall of some people. Thank you. I just can't imagine the scenario where I would go into someone else's country as a guest,
Yeah.
and a foreigner, and start demanding shit.
Of course.
Like
Being invited to somebody's house for dinner and going and you're like, oh, we're having
Yeah.
lasagna? Oof. I hate lasagna. Can we have something else?
right.
Yeah, no, we can't.
We're
Go
making
fuck
lasagna.
yourself.
If you don't like it, leave.
You can leave, or you can Uber eat something, or you can starve. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. This is what we prepared for you.
But instead, oh shit, fucking throw lasagna in the garbage.
Yeah.
And start making whatever tofu fucking shit burger this idiot wants.
yeah. It doesn't work like that. It
Yeah.
shouldn't work like that. And you shouldn't, kowtow to those people under
No.
any circumstances.
Ever.
And I don't know why this won't be hard. This is not like
This is amazing to me that they even bothered with that.
you could even understand.
But this is probably has nothing to do with the country of Germany. This is an independently owned daycare that might have been getting some negative press or something, and we're
Yeah.
just like, fuck it, we'll change the name. Or it's just super libtard, and they were like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
But you could see if it's like, oh, there's a Confederate statue up, and it's up on, or the Confederate flag is on state property, and people are upset about it because,
Right.
you could, but this is not controversial.
No.
Anne Frank's story is a horrible story about
That's what I'm saying. That's not
15-year-old
like
girl.
the country of Germany, the government of Germany that's.
But even
doing it.
even if it was a small, you'd think it'd be easy to go, well, here's a book. You could read about Anne Frank. How
Yeah.
about that? How about we start how about I just give you an article on Anne Frank and then see if you can find it easier to explain to your children.
Sounds like there's a
because she's
niche-
kind of important in this
Sounds
country.
like a niche for an Anne Frank Cliff Notes version kids book.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah,
It sure
it's like
does.
we're missing something there.
Agreed. It just I don't know why that's so hard to tell people.
Okay, you're too big of an idiot to have the conversation with your child. Fine, send them in.
Yeah,
I'll talk to them.
and I just think you really don't like fucking Jews. Let's be honest about it, because this is not that difficult a story to relate to
No.
kids.
Right.
And your toddler's not asking you who Anne Frank is any more than I would have asked my parents. What does Tyler Elementary mean? Who's Tyler? You give a fuck? I still don't give a fuck.
Doesn't matter.
No, and no toddler is asking that question in daycare.
Right.
Sorry. So you just hate Jews, and so you found this weird loophole like, oh, we can't explain.
Oh, wait,
to
it was
kids.
the Germans, and they were like foreigners coming in, right? What was the term they used for the people that were coming in? The people that were complaining about this? It wasn't Germans.
Migrants?
Migrants.
Yeah.
Right. Were they Palestinians?
I don't know. They don't say.
Right.
My guess is,
one new Palestinian family moved in, and we had to change the name.
I don't think it's Palestinian so much as I'm going to say it comes from the region, though.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. So whether they were Jordanian or Syrian refugees, my guess is the migrants that are going to Germany are coming from one of those countries.
Sure.
Just a guess. Maybe they're Canadians.
Yeah.
Maybe they're miserable Canucks. I don't know.
You know where they're not? They're not in Poland.
Yeah. No.
Lock that shit down.
Yeah. NFL fans believe they already know who will take the field for the Super Bowl in Vegas in February. They figured it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, this fits the script scenario.
What is LVIII? So what is that?
So that's 60.
So
Yeah, I is 20, 60.
I isn't 20. I is 1. LVIII is 3. So it's something 3. So X was 1,000. So X,
Oh, no. Well, yeah, no.
or 100. Or no, 10. I'm sorry. X is 10.
Yeah, X is 10. Well, wait, because what was the one that was here? 50 something?
50, I think.
So this has got to
or-
be 70, whatever. So a 50, a 20, and a 3. Let's go 73.
Can't be 73. It's got to be
What is it?
53.
I don't know. Let's see.
Fuck, I hate that because I always used to know like XVI is 16, you know, and I could always do the math. When you start getting into the L's,
Yep. I guess
is
I could
L
actually,
50?
It's got it. Oh, so 58. V is 5.
Five.
V is 5. So L's 50. V is 5, and then 8.
And then
yeah,
okay, 58.
right.
All right, that makes more sense.
58.
So we're 95 days out, 94 days out now from the Super Bowl.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I know it's going to be here, but there's this conspiracy online that people have figured it out. Some have predicted that the two teams are pre-selected by the NFL and their team's colors combined to make up that year's Super Bowl logo. So explaining this
That
theory,
your Super Bowl logo.
yeah, and I'll show you some examples. You can pull
Okay.
them up. They pointed out the logo for Super Bowl LVI, so 51, was made up of orange and yellow. And in that Super Bowl was the Rams and the Bengals.
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the logo you're talking about. So the color combination in this logo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got the orange and you got the yellow.
All right.
So that's Bengals and Rams.
Okay. Yeah.
So providing more ammunition was last year's Super Bowl. So would have been 5, 6, 7, 57 in Arizona. Top of the logo was some green, which claimed to represent the Eagles. Deep at the bottom is some strips of red,
Yeah.
which they say was the Chiefs.
Okay. Yep. I see it. Well, here we are.
All right. See it there?
Okay. Oh, tell me we got some Honolulu blue up in this bitch this year.
Well, no.
God damn it.
Armed with that proof, NFL fans are now
So wait,
claiming-
are we only going back the last 2 years? This is the fucking indisputable evidence that we have?
Well, you know, it's
All right,
newer. They've just started rigging it
Okay.
recently.
That's
apparently.
fair. That's fair.
So I don't know. Armed with that proof, fans are now claiming the league has already decided who will face off against each other at Super Bowl LVII in February.
Wait.
Okay.
Let me look up the logo first and see if I can figure it out. Oh, God damn it. I knew the Ravens were going to be there.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. And does it matter on the top and the bottom of who wins and who loses? The bottom one in both of those. Orange was on the top. Yellow was on the bottom. The Rams won.
Yeah.
Green was on top. Red was on green was on top. Red was on the bottom. The Chiefs
won.
So the Ravens, book it now. Get your bets in right now. The Ravens, which ironically I put about 3 days ago, I put money on the Ravens to win it.
Smart.
And what is that? Orange?
That is red.
That is red. That's going to be your Niners.
Yeah.
Getting
That's the
beat by
speculation.
by the Ravens. Okay.
So they said with plenty of red and blue across the logo. I'm sorry, that is not blue. That is purple.
That's very purple.
That is purple. That is not blue. So, which would make their argument even stronger. By
Unless
the way,
well,
of
they
this
could
article.
be Bills. Bills could make it.
If it was blue,
Well, yeah, if
but
it's blue.
this is purple.
It definitely
That
looks
is
purple.
that is purple.
Yeah, that definitely looks purple.
So, yeah, it's being speculated the Niners are set to win the NFC, lining up across from them the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, well, let's find that bet and lay it.
Not
just
all
to see.
NFL fans believe the red and purple logo represents Niners. Ravens, however, some believe the Chiefs are heading to another Super Bowl, so that would be the red.
Yeah.
Against
Oh wait.
the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh,
I don't think the Vikings
that's
are going to make that.
adorable.
Yeah.
No, it is Ravens.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, and red. I mean, it's about the Niners. About the only thing that could be coming out of that
yeah.
NFC.
The Niners?
That's red. That's red.
Washington.
They ain't coming out of shit.
The Redskins, and they're more maroon, but the Redskins aren't
Still,
going
but
anywhere.
They're not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah, that's the only real option.
Cardinals?
Adorable. Fourth in their division.
Yeah, but it's
Kyler
early.
Murray's coming back.
Yeah,
you
Kyler
never know.
Murray,
It's going to be a hot second half.
Yeah, sure. That'd be a hot take. I did see someone who's like a Nostradamus guy on TikTok today,
Great.
and he's got the Super Bowl picked out. It had changed recently, and so he was letting people know what it is. So, based on this Nostradamus type dude,
All right.
this year's Super Bowl will not, in fact, be the Niners and the Ravens,
Oh, well, then what are we even doing here?
but it will, in fact, be the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions.
Oh, all right.
Two teams that have never been in a Super Bowl. That would be interesting.
That's quite a stretch, but okay.
Yeah.
It's not
So
impossible.
this story didn't bum me out. I would love to see the Lions get there, but if the Lions can't get there and my Niners did, that would be the dream for me. And to get a rematch with the Ravens would be awesome.
Yep.
Although we suck at stopping running quarterbacks too, like most teams. So hopefully Lamar breaks his knee before that.
Let's see, Ravens. I wonder if there must be something with this, because
What?
Ravens and Cardinals. Oh no, it's got to be alphabetical or some shit. What is this one? Ravens Niners is a plus 1,800.
So $100 wins you 1,800.
Yep.
Okay, it's not bad.
No, not at all.
What does that fall into? Like the top 5 possible?
That's probably pretty close.
It's got to be, right?
Yep. It's got to be pretty close. Let's see. Let me get my bet in here.
You making a bet on that?
Fuck yeah, I am. Why not?
Attaboy.
Attaboy.
You doing like $5 on it or something?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
$5 win me 95. Let's go.
Okay, so you've got the Niners and the Ravens.
I have. Yeah, I can't possibly.
Might as well throw Browns Lions in there, son. That's got to be a hell of an odds.
I
think the Browns only have like 2 wins though.
I have Lions Jags.
Don't hate that at all.
That pays.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, none of it really pays because they're all $5 bets. But
Yeah.
still. But that one pays.
That'd be nice to hit one of those.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, dude. Listen.
I'd have you legit rooting for my Niners too, if that.
Oh,
were the
for
case.
sure.
You know what I mean?
I would be anyways. As long as it's not the Lions, I'll root for the Niners.
I know,
no doubt.
I know, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's like Sparty. I'll
Yeah.
root for fucking Sparty as long as they're not playing fucking Michigan.
I was thinking about that just the other day because I know there are listeners out there that think of me when the Niners are on TV because I think of listeners when the games are on. You know what I mean? Like if the Dolphins are on and playing someone I don't give a shit about, it's like that'll make Tim Peterson's day.
Sure.
Cool. Let the Dolphins have a day for him. That kind of shit. And Cardinals. Like I know a lot of fucking Arizonians who are big Cardinals fans. It's like, why not? Give them a week.
Yeah.
Come on, have some fun let my buddies out in Arizona have some fun with the Cardinals. Too.
Sure, go for it.
You know what I mean?
Enjoy.
Yeah. And I know there's people that couldn't give a shit either way. They're like,
I love
the
that. Like
Niners.
2 years ago, they thought when the Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray, like this is the team.
Yeah.
Now you're a turd. Now you got the #1 draft pick.
Yeah. I never believed in that.
No.
Kyler Murray bullshit.
Nope. Oh, you don't lie to me. I said no. You said yes.
To Kyler Murray?
Yes.
No, sir.
That's not true.
Bullshit. Kyler Murray, I never thought Kyler Murray was going to be good.
Okay.
Why do you say that?
Because we've had the conversation.
No way.
100%.
Dude, Kyler Murray's 5'2". I
know.
never thought he was going to be good.
Okay.
I never would have defended. I didn't even like him in college.
Okay.
No way.
I remember having the conversation.
No, I could say I thought Joe Burrow wasn't going to be it.
Okay.
I never thought Baker Mayfield would. Never thought Manziel would.
All right.
Oh, maybe it was someone else you were talking to.
It's possible.
Yeah, it was. Because I don't think I've ever stood up for Kyler Murray. Although he's a tremendous athlete. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
Were you a fan of Grand Theft Auto?
Never.
No?
I mean, I've never even played it.
You want to?
No.
We have it upstairs.
No.
Play it.
I don't think now is the time to pop my GTA cherry.
Well, there's a new one coming out.
Great.
Yeah. It's going to feature a chick, too.
Even worse. Is she just going to crash into shit all day long?
Yeah.
As soon as she gets in the car, just...
Can't control the car at all. Her blinker's just on the whole time. Just one of the other blinkers on.
Right? Just putting on her makeup, just mowing down people.
Yeah, that's the whole game is you try to put on makeup and not run people over or run people over. She's constantly running out of gas on the side of the freeway, having to call some dude to come bail her out.
Right.
So the maker of Grand Theft Auto has confirmed the 6th version of the second best selling video game of all time. Shit, I thought it was the best selling of all time.
Oh, has Madden still got it beat?
Is that what was number 1? I can't imagine. I think there's so many more
Fortnite?
nerds. Yeah, one of those, probably Minecraft or...
Something, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Rockstar Games announced Wednesday that fans should expect to see the first trailer for the next GTA 6 in early December. It's speculated to
Just
take...
in time for Christmas, kids.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to take place in a fictionalized version of Miami. They've already done Miami.
Yeah, but it's lovely this time of year.
It is. Features two protagonists, a man and a woman, marking the series' first leading female character. Rockstar Games shared sparse details in a press release saying the trailer will be released in early December to celebrate their 25 years. God, 25th anniversary for them.
Give me the kind of money that thing's generated over the years.
$6 billion for the last one.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Anticipate this one's going to be over $1.7 billion in sales initially. So that one came out like 15 years ago. To date, it's made $6 billion.
Nice.
So crazy. It came out in 2013.
I remember
the last one.
When I was young, my dad was kind of into computers. There was a game called Leisure Suit Larry. You remember that?
No.
It was one of those things where like it was a fucking old school game and the graphics were terrible.
Sure.
And it was like Larry walked into a room. Should he
turn on the light,
punch the bouncer in the whatever.
Yeah.
I mean basically yes.
Yeah.
Like walked into a bar, but it was like dirty.
Oh,
Leisure
okay.
Suit Larry.
Of
It
course
was
your
like,
dad was
it was
playing
like
shit like
seedy
that.
a little bit, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like, should he pinch her ass or order a drink or things like that.
I can so see Don playing that. That's so Don. I love it. So the one in 2013 has sold over 185 million units worldwide.
Oh my God.
That's insanity. While not much.
So you got all this stuff, but you don't know what the number one game is?
No. Larry, wet dreams don't dry. Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry. But this was like, I mean, this looks like this is still a thing, obviously.
Holy shit.
But this was
a
back.
video game series.
I mean, this is fucking, 40 years ago, probably? I'm talking about 35 years ago.
It's original 1980s. See up at the top? 1980s, original, 1990s. Keep going up. So you got images, video, shopping.
Oh, original.
80s, original. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. It looks like about right.
Oh, so there's the video game on the right.
That one right there?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's got like gambling. And
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. There you go. Lefties. Look at that shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. There's right. There was,
Oh,
there
yeah.
was
Hot chicks in it?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Like,
That's a hot chick for a video game in the 80s.
No doubt. Really. I mean,
Wow.
for real, right? Like, that's legit.
That's a 19 Fawn in the 91 remake.
Oh, in the remake of 91?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was younger than that. That was my senior year. So it was
The
before
91
that.
version was $60.
Wow. Fucking big spender, Don.
Hell
Getting
yeah.
after it. He likes his leisure suit.
So there was a leak of this GTA 6 gameplay segment. Hackers got into it.
Oh, okay.
The leak includes over an hour of footage showing robberies, gunplay, and open world driving, and was posted on forums and message boards over the weekend. It also shows some fully voiced conversations between characters, including this female protagonist. Rockstar said it was extremely disappointed to have details on the game shared in this way, but claimed the leak would not delay the project. Here's what GTA is. Like, I have all these, and so many of these games they just sent to the radio station.
Yeah.
So all the new Maddens, all the new NBA 2000s, like any of those games they'd send. So I have a shitload of these upstairs, still like in the wrap. You know what I mean?
Should we check out the trailer?
For Grand Theft?
Yeah.
Is that the?
There's an official trailer right
That's
here.
an official trailer announcement. But here's what you do in this game. Like there's tasks to do.
Yeah.
Like you got to go get this money from so and so and deliver it to so whatever.
Okay.
But it's an open world.
You can do whatever it is to do this task.
Yeah, but
I've
sort
seen
of.
it. I mean, I know that you can like carjack cars and
Oh,
just
fuck yeah.
jack
And
people and do whatever else you got to do.
The coolest thing,
Smack
though,
a bitch up.
Yeah, the coolest thing is they got hookers walking around the street, and you can like pull up next to one and be like, "Get in," and you pay her, and she'll blow you.
Will
And
she
you're-
actually blow you?
Yeah, you're sitting in the car, and you just see her head going this way. But the best part is, as soon as she's done, you kick her out of your car, and she's like, "Hey, fuck you too," and it's like, "Really, bitch?" And then you open your door, and you just kick her fucking teeth in.
You take your $60 back?
Oh, fuck yes.
Nice.
You rob
Nice.
her. You beat her into a pulp. You
What
can
about when
kill
Upgrade
her.
the Pimp comes by?
Yeah, but every time you murder someone, I mean, the fucking police helicopters are coming.
Yeah.
And cop cars are going to come after you. But there's nothing. I would get off my
Listen,
task
it's a
completely.
victimless crime. You killed a dumb whore.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we talking about
Yeah,
here?
exactly. And I didn't do it in real life, really. So, but it was like it was like, oh yeah, I'm not interested in going to find Larry's fucking money. I'm just going to go find another whore on the street, get blown, and then kick her teeth in and steal my money back. And so I would just drive around, occasionally run over a guy on the street. You know, that was fun.
And then so that you just if you
Beat
don't
the shit out of chicks.
if you don't accomplish the task in hand, do you and you just go around murdering bitches?
Yeah.
And then are you just outrunning the cops the
Yeah.
whole time? That's all it is.
Yeah,
It's just,
and you can duck into places, and then everything will cool
calm down a
down.
little
It'll
bit.
go from
Okay.
like 5 stars, blaring red. Every cop in town's looking for you to 4 stars, and then 3,
okay.
and then they just kind of forget about you.
Oh,
It's
and
like,
then you go out and kill another bitch, and then boom, the heat comes back.
hell yeah. And you can,
Sounds like my
you
kinda
can steal
game.
planes and shit and get up in the air and shoot at people and
Yeah.
steal tanks, whatever you want.
Remember when that dude did that in Puget Sound?
Fuck yeah. He did some loop-de-loops and shit. It was great. Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah. But it's awesome. I'm telling you, I've never had so much fun just driving around running girls over or,
Yeah.
or
I mean,
getting blown and
Not in real life.
right, not in real life.
Yeah.
Never in real life.
Because that would be
disrespect a woman.
way more fun.
But but I got off task immediately. It's like if Pac-Man, you had all the pellets around the board,
Yep.
but you could go off screen and just start raping people.
Yeah. If I was, when,
It
you
was
know,
like,
in the beginning
well-
when like Miss Pac-Man's like, boop, doodle, doop, doop,
Yeah.
all of a sudden she was like,
Come here. She's showing her ass cheek.
Fuck these dots.
Yeah. It's exactly what it's like.
Yes, exactly.
And so if you could just go off script, how long would you be eating those little pellets in the fucking turning
Yeah.
ghost blue?
No.
You wouldn't. You'd be off banging Miss Pac-Man in the corner.
Amen.
The whole time, which is what I did.
Yep.
I just went around getting blown and beating up hookers.
So you're still in like phase 1 of GTA.
I've never gotten past the first task. Never. Like the game is basically unused
Fantastic.
because I just beat up hookers.
Nice.
Yeah.
This might be.
I don't know if
just
I'm-
get fucking blown out and do that on a Saturday.
I know, right?
Can you do it 2 players? Or is it just one? It's got to be just one.
I don't know, but it's fun as shit to watch regardless. It's like a TV show because the graphics
Yeah.
are really good.
Yeah.
And it's, we just fucking boomed one night and just started beating up chicks all over town. That's
sounds-
all we did.
Sounds great.
Doesn't it? Just get out and start yelling at her and kick her
I mean,
teeth in. And,
hypothetically speaking, of
yeah,
course.
not in real life. Of
Right.
course.
No.
One more story.
And I wonder why this country's totally fucked.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I know.
this last GTA made $6 billion.
$1 billion. Yeah. Yeah.
With a B.
With a B. Police in Maryland are
Oh,
appealing for
shit.
more victims.
I can see through your paper.
All right.
What are we doing?
Appealing for more victims, and I do that in air quotes.
Okay.
We're looking
Yeah,
for
if
more
you're not,
victims.
If you're only listening to us,
Yeah.
these are air quotes. Victims.
Cops are looking for more victims to come forward after they arrested 31-year-old former middle school teacher over months of sexual abuse. And this is traumatic of a damn 14-year-old boy. Poor kid.
Oh, that's poor son of a bitch.
Poor kid. Melissa Marie Curtis. Doesn't she just sound like a gamer?
Yep.
She turned herself in this morning after a warrant was issued for her arrest on multiple counts of sexual abuse. Former middle school teacher banged this 8th grader like 20 times, both at her home and at his house in 2015. She blew him in a classroom at school.
Oh, my.
How fucking sick is that?
Right?
It's not bad. That's her on the left there, all the way to the left.
Yeah. That one. This one.
Is that her too?
I think so.
Yeah.
It looks, a little touch of the Downy, maybe.
Nah, she's got some bags under the eyes. They're not going to age well, but for right now and for that 14-year-old boy,
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's legit.
I mean, that's as legit as it comes.
Yep.
When you're
Gross.
talking about toys,
I see what you did there.
Yeah. So she blew him in a classroom at school.
Oh, that's next level stuff. It's one thing outside after hours. It's one thing in the parking lot. It's one thing in her car.
Yeah, her apartment. Yeah.
You fucking get the nut off in the classroom.
In the classroom.
Fucking respect, dude.
Salute you, sir.
Respect.
Yeah, mad
At 14?
14.
Respect, son.
Yeah.
Put some
That's a
respect
move
on
you
that
could have pulled
name.
off at 14.
You're damn right.
Yeah,
Put some
you could have
respect
pulled
on that
move off.
name.
Yeah, exactly. You put a crown on that head when you see him.
Yeah, at least a rubber.
Yeah. She abused him at a nearby movie theater. So he went from the classroom
Potato.
to the movie theater. He was pulling the fucking Alanis Morissette Dave Coulier move.
Oh, shit.
Getting blown in a movie theater. But he's like, where else can I do this? This is Christmas every day.
Right?
And had sex in both the bedroom and living room of her mom's house.
Oh, man.
This kid got around.
Yeah.
He's hitting all the spots. Look at her.
Yeah.
The incidents continued for several months while the victim was a student and Curtis was a teacher at the same school. Incredible.
Would be weird if they weren't.
Detectives suspect there may be additional additional victims and would like to speak with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Of course.
She gave the boy alcohol and weed. So she's not only blowing him and banging him in school, she's giving him weed and alcohol too.
Well, you know what that is. It's contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Yeah, it sure is.
It sure is.
She also convinced him to go down on her.
Well, yeah, fucking A, dude. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
I mean, give it back, sir.
So, police began their investigation early last month when the boy, the hero in this story,
But be careful with that term, sir.
who is now an adult, came forward and tattled. You son of a bitch. You know, can no one just have a good time and take it for what it was? Tell some stories at campfires for people to enjoy.
Now, this wasn't, he could no longer hold it in. He had to profess his undying love for her and that they were meant to be together forever and had to go public with a relationship.
This son of a bitch went to the cops.
Fucking narc. You're a pussy narc.
Narc piece of shit is what I wrote down.
Yes, exactly right.
Had all your fun, and now you're cock-blocking future middle schoolers.
Yes. Nobody else is going to get the fucking royal treatment.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
What
shame on you. Honestly,
asshole.
shame on you, sir. That is just disturbing. I'm sorry to end the show.
Can you be
on a note
more
like that.
selfish?
No, honestly.
Ooh, I'm a victim. I got
Don't you-
blown all over the place. They gave me weed and drinks and sucked my dick all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, poor me.
Yeah, it's like Aerosmith when they went on tour and they wouldn't let alcohol sales happen. And it was like, hey, just because you got clownishly hammered for 30 years doesn't mean the rest of us, now you've stopped having fun, the party's ended for you, so now we can't have a beer in the audience?
Fuck
off, sir. Like, what, you busted nuts all over your school, your teacher's house, your mom's
I had so
bedroom.
much respect for this kid.
Yeah.
In the classroom.
Yeah.
In the classroom.
In the classroom.
Come on, dude.
Next level, man.
On
in
her
the movie
desk?
theater.
On her desk.
He was every time that song came on, it was like, would she go down on you in a theater? He was like, yes, she would.
Yes, she would.
He was like one of those kids that could like legitimately say, yes, she would go down on me in a theater.
Man.
And now he's fucking blowing up the whole spot. Now she's looking at jail time. Are you kidding me?
That's why we can't
this
have nice
princess, this angel.
That's why we can't have nice things.
This world, I'm telling you, man.
I don't even recognize it anymore.
I don't either. I don't want to recognize it.
I take great pride in the fact that I could have kept these secrets. And I shouldn't say could have. Have kept these secrets. For full disclosure, I did never bang a teacher.
No. I got close with a babysitter, but that's it.
Yeah.
Titties under the bra. Proud of it.
We're aware.
And the last thing I would want is to go like knock on the cop's door and be
now
like,
when
I was 10,
that one. I touched her titty. Put her in jail.
Yeah, the
It's a
cops
crime.
rock hard. Like,
criminal.
slow down.
Yeah, tell me more.
Tell me all about it.
Right.
Wait, what kind of creamy titties did she have again? I didn't say creamy.
How old was she at the time?
16. All right. All right, I'm listening.
How firm were they?
It's like the cops in South Park. Nice. Nice. So true, man. Crazy.
Hey, whatever part of this show is brought to you by your insurance expert. Are you paying too much for health insurance? Are you uninsured? Health insurance can be confusing. Our boy Nick Matthews from Your Insurance Expert is an expert in health insurance, life insurance, and Medicare supplements, so you don't have to be. Call Nick Matthews at 248-914-1173. That's 248-914-1173.
Radio4one.com is the site. Buy merch there if you'd like. The Amazon link, Amazon Canada link. My Pillow, just use promo code TDC. Link to our Patreon page. Best way to support the show. We're going to do a show at some point. We got to do an extra show this week.
We have oh shit, I got to find it. We have a new member.
Oh, excellent. Who do we have?
I wish I could tell you right now.
Is it not popping up?
No, I don't know where the hell it went. We'll get back to it.
It's the best way to support the show. And if you like the Drew and Mike Best of stuff, I've been doing quite a bit of the Drew and Mike Pause segment in there. There's some funny shit in there. He So Loves Her by Mike. He's talking about Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne. And he comes out with this, he so loves her. And we're all like, what did you just say? And just start pounding him with drops. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I put that one in over the weekend. And so Drew and Mike fans might really enjoy that. I'm trying to keep kind of quiet about that. So shut the fuck up or it probably goes away.
You're the one over here popping off.
Well, I'm hoping more people will sign up as members to get access to that.
Speaking of new members, we have Travis Hansen.
All right, Travis.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Is that what was our To Catch a Pedo dude?
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, I wonder if it's his brother.
Probably.
His illegitimate kid?
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Huh.
Perhaps, Rabbit. Perhaps.
Well, anyway, Travis Hansen. Welcome aboard, buddy.
By the way,
it's been a minute, and you see how shitty I am at this technology stuff. So
hey, no one's expecting much from us.
Yeah. Well,
well, I hope Travis enjoys the content he's got.
Travis is getting all the giggles from your best of Drew and Mike Pause stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
You think?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, he is, dude. Yeah, of course he is.
Well, we've got someone else that's we're talking right now about advertising. Mm-hmm. And he's right in our wheelhouse. He like services pinball machines, and I don't know what the extent is.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, you couldn't get two bigger pinball fans if you tried.
I'm telling you,
me and T.
I got fucking Jones with my shit. It's been a minute.
Yeah, but you got that vagine hand going. Are you getting your strength back,
dude? Fuck, don't. I listen.
So he's like,
I can do it just the tip,
just the tip. Yeah, nice.
And then sometimes you got to fucking smack it up in there.
Fucking throw a hip into it.
Yeah.
But he was like, you guys have to check out. He's like, I really want you guys to check out the new
stuff, huh?
The newer stuff.
You know,
I'm all in.
I'm open.
Man.
I'm open.
It's got to be a good one because we know our shit.
Yes.
We know our shit.
Yes.
We go back to the late '80s and '90s pinball, you know, and just for context, our games were.
Oh, I can go Funhouse, Addams Family, T2, Outrun. I think was the red race car with the ZZ Top Lagrange.
Did we ever do Guns N' Roses? I think we did Guns N' Roses for a minute.
Maybe.
I think we did. I think they had that at 7-Eleven for a minute.
Excellent. Yeah.
But T2, Addams Family were fucking
Funhouse.
pros and Funhouse.
Oh, Theater of Magic.
Theater of Magic
was
classic. Awesome. And then I had Arabian Nights,
Yep.
which is fantastic game. And so he's like, I'm going to bring over a machine, and so you guys can check it out, blah, blah, blah. I'm assuming he's going to leave it here for years.
Let's hope. It's got to be.
I mean, that's really the only way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Is to leave it here.
You leave it here,
years.
we'll plug it forever.
Yeah, we'll plug it forever.
Sure.
And so I'm like, I love when people have businesses. I was talking
Until I get sick of it, and then I'll tell you to get it out of here.
Yeah, right. We need a new one. He was talking about bringing a couple machines. So we'll see.
All right.
But I think he's coming by tomorrow.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
that's exciting.
Invited him to come just sit on the couch and watch a show. And he was bringing a machine. So he's coming by tomorrow afternoon. So I'm really excited about that. And hopefully we can work something out advertising wise. And we'll be good stewards.
Place your bets, kids. Who's get higher score first time, Mike or I?
Oh, it's going to be T. Wright.
Think so?
Yeah. Yeah. You were always a better pinball player than me. Huh. You just had that relaxed nature about you. Ba-bang, ba-bang.
It's all about that fucking the staggered save at the end. If you can save that,
no doubt about it.
Changes everything.
So we'll have more details on that coming up. We have another guy that I know I'm excited.
I am too.
That was thinking about advertising, and I was really getting excited about that too. He does piano stuff. I don't know if it's just piano tuning or stuff. I don't know that that's going to work out right now. But he and I are still conversing, and sounds like I love when things are like in our wheelhouse, like music, games like that.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot easier to get behind
For sure.
some of that stuff. So it's very cool. Very cool. So
Looking forward to it. Exciting things.
all right, we'll skip Ask T Roy for today because we've gone long already.
We had to make up for eases yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. So subject, yeah, boy. Hey, Mike, love you, buddy, but worst show in a long time. I'd say it's been about 6.5 months since you've had a show that bad. With love.
Well, bone job.
Yes. Never, never, ever. Is this one?
Uh-oh.
Hello, friends. Never, ever, ever, ever let some shady tree mechanic work on your driveway. The wrong person has an injury on your property, and they'll sue your fucking pants off.
What the fuck is that? What just
So,
happened?
Easus is selling his car on Facebook Marketplace or whatever.
Okay.
And so it's got a busted tie rod or something. And so
Okay.
it doesn't drive.
I was like, what the fuck
I know.
are you talking about?
Dude, it took me a few reads before I put it together.
Okay.
So this guy offered, he was like, fuck it, I'll sell it for $800. But you got to tow it and get it out of here.
Yeah.
And so multiple people have reached out and are like, I'm interested. I'm going to bring, do you mind if or I was thinking I'd bring some tools over and I'll just fix it in the driveway and then I'll drive it out of there.
Okay.
And he's like, a little presumptuous. I don't think I feel comfortable. And so E had this whole thing like, am I being the dick or too sensitive or is this guy out of line? And this guy was like, oh, so you don't want me to come to your driveway? Fine. You just want me to pay hundreds of dollars more to have it towed, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, kind of eat shit, pal. Fuck off. And this guy was like, and so they went back and forth. And I was like, yeah, he kind of ramped it up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Not E, but the guy.
Sure.
So this email is in regard to that, saying,
Gotcha.
no. Do not let some random fucking monkey into your driveway. And then when the the
Car falls on him.
car falls on him and you get sued for $20 million. So he's saying, Jesus.
All right. Fair enough.
Ed Grabo chimes in. God,
Hello,
I love
Ed.
me some Ed Grabo.
Yeah.
Such
He
a great
reached out
dude.
to me, asked me if I had an email for the show. I was like, nope.
We've offered
I did.
to him.
I know. I did not give him my other one either. I was like, nope.
No. Yeah, T doesn't want anything to do with it. I don't blame him, but it's fine. Blue bikini age, for the record.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Ah.
there's some clarification.
Yeah, and he's got a video for our review. Holy shit, I didn't even click on the video.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
It's probably going to... knowing what I know now,
Oh, okay,
I'll
that
probably
was-
look at it and be like, oh, shit,
This
that is a
checks
10-year-old.
out. Ed, yes, there you go. See, he read it. You didn't have to send it to me, buddy. But this
Yeah.
check, I didn't even know he was like the shark video and
Yeah.
to clarify some.
Yes,
fix
it
some
was a shark
mixed
video.
Mike's mistakes or something.
Yeah, and I fuck up a lot, so that's
Sure.
The Blue Bikini Girl makes her first appearance on the show around July 15th, 2015. I took an interest because, like Jay, I also thought she may not even be a teenager. It sent me down a shallow rabbit hole that I didn't like at all due to how easy it was to find out how old she was. Oh, yeah, likely excuse.
Uh-huh.
I was just doing some research for
Yeah.
the show.
What, just slide into her DMs, Ed?
I was just Googling
Right?
10-year-olds in bikinis,
Yeah.
but don't worry about it.
Yeah, as soon as I met Chris Hansen, I found out how old she was.
What? Mike argued on the show recently that she was 16 at the time, though he thought she was older. The girl turned 16 on June 21st, 2017. So when Mike made the comment, the girl had just turned 14.
Oh, yeah.
I sent him a reminder just before June 21st, 2019, that he would soon be able to send her a ticket to come out to the
Oh,
studio.
there you go. You're
without,
fucking finally legal.
yeah, without getting a federal charge for transporting a minor across state lines. You know what, Ed? I swear to God, I couldn't remember. I had 13 in my head and 16.
Mm-hmm.
I swear on my life, at the time it was from a distance, and I was just like, it's a nice ass.
Sure. Hey, listen, a 14-year-old can have a nice ass.
Thank you.
That's
you.
just a fact that's just a statement.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old can have a nice ass.
Yeah.
Now it's creepy when you start talking about it,
Yeah.
but yes, a 14-year-old can have a
Dude,
nice ass.
I knew this girl. How old are you in middle school?
12, 13, 14?
Okay, so I knew this 12-year-old girl had an amazing set of titties.
All right, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Now, saying that now, I sound like a pig.
Yeah.
And it's gross. But I knew that when I was
But you
12.
were 12. A 12 on 12 titty crime is not a
It's
crime.
not a crime. It was just like, holy shit, look at the titties on her. She's 12, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
I even knew.
How fat is she now?
Dude, I thought the same thing. I swear to God.
You look her up. You got a little thing on
her name popped up on something
Someone
unrelated.
You might know?
No. It was unrelated. You know how it says like all these people have liked this, and it shows just a couple names. Her name was on that. I was like, that can't be. I'm like, it's got to be. Clicked on it. Looks the same.
Really?
Looks great.
Titty's still great?
She was not thick by any stretch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
12-year-old titties. You got a solid base.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not.
Oh, yeah.
You're not thin.
But I thought it was going to be like, this is going to be an avalanche. Like, this is going to hold up well through high school, but then it's going to be a disaster.
That
all
first
downhill.
kid, fucking kiss it goodbye.
Yeah, kiss it goodbye. No.
Oh, good for her.
As kids. And
strong. Good for you.
She's probably taller and bigger as a woman.
Sturdy.
Yeah. But beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I'll pull up a picture later and show you.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So, anyways. All right. Why don't we leave it there, T?
Alrighty.
But we will be back tomorrow, and hopefully we got a pinball machine in here.
That would be fucking silly.
Yeah.
Just
we're going to make
silly.
it happen, T.
I can't wait.
It's going to happen. I can't wait either. So we'll see Scott, and hopefully he enjoys hanging out and spending a few minutes with us as we do the show. So
cool.
Look forward to that tomorrow, buddy. Hope your teeth continue to feel better. I know you got an appointment tomorrow. We'll hopefully that goes well. And the rest of you, we'll see you all tomorrow.